Tonight's game against Duquesne, that's a winning coach and a winning program, and I think between both of us, we had a tough 3 games. They came down a little early. I know they wanted to win this game. I'm really proud of how our guys played in all 3 phases. At times, defense was on the field for the whole third quarter and got 2 big stops. I thought that was really important. Building momentum, understanding that the corrections need to be made because here comes the next opponent, and that's how college football goes. And so, it's good to get the first win, but my mind's already working on how we can correct problems and get these guys in a position to win the next one.
First of all, congratulations on your first victory. Can you tell me what made you stick with Diedrich and kind of show the confidence that after the fumble, you keep going with him, and also with Joey, you stuck with him for a while.
Yeah, Diedrich is a hell of a player. I think after there was a run right before the fumble that the ball was out and you could see it from the sideline, and so just to build him confidence and give him some confidence and being able to run, because he runs between the tackles pretty damn well, and he's got to understand ball security is the most important thing, and so we need to work on that.
Coach, during the week, you kind of said you kind of want these guys to kind of get that metaphorical monkey off your back, getting your first win. How's it feel? And then kind of elaborate in turn, right off to the next week. So how's it feel? And looking forward now.
Yeah, it feels good to win, right? And being 0-3, the confidence the confidence that your team has, and you can feel it, right? Being 0-3. I mean, it's the coaches, it's the players, it's our equipment staff, it's our training staff. We needed this win, and now from here, I told those guys I'm going to be hard on you guys Monday, because we still got to correct a lot of things, and until we understand that, until we keep getting repetitions at these skill sets that we need come time game on Saturday at 6 o'clock Hawaii time, we're going to be hard on them. And so that's the only way you get better. And when we understand that, we play team football, I think the results would be better for us.
As far as some of the improvements that you feel that the team has to make, and what was the mindset going into today?
Positive, being positive with these guys. It's a really good program, and it's a really good FCS program. And I told the guys, hey, we gotta play our best game. We gotta stay positive. We gotta stay confident in what we do. We gotta remember our fundamentals, and we gotta execute. And I think at times we did that again, and we were fortunate enough to get the win.
Coach, congratulations on your first win. I know when you look at your total offensive yardage, I believe it's under 200. I know you can't be completely thrilled with that. Is it a case of after 4 games, maybe there's things do you anticipate you might have to change something, or do you believe what we're doing will work and it will eventually click if we just keep staying the course?
That's a good question. That's something that we'll talk about. I think Jonah left with an injury, and there's your 2 veteran receivers in the room, not being able to play significant time, and so we go to the babies now. We go to the young freshmen, guys that have been here since June and July, and that's the way football goes. And so, when I look at the numbers, I think they need to improve, and we'll discuss those things.
Coach, congratulations. What does it mean for you to have your first career win as a head coach?
Man, it feels good after being 0-3, to be honest with you. It's one of those things where, say we didn't win this week, when will we win? It's one of those things. So for me, it was a must-win situation that we gained confidence as a team, as a staff, and so it meant everything. But I'm not going to stop working until we win consistently, and that's just my mindset. That's just the type of guy I am.
I know the bottom line is getting the wins, but especially considering your background and your style as a player and also as a coach, and looking toward the future of the team, but you must have some concerns about the passing game, considering you don't have any touchdown passes yet, except for one from the opposing quarterback to your linebacker. But we can talk about that a little.
That's like the inverted coverage of a touchdown to a pass, right? Yeah, I mean, 4 games in, no touchdown pass. I get it. We got to look at it and we got to discuss it. And we got to see where we can get better, and we'll do that. We'll do that tomorrow.
Coach, kind of touch on the defense. Very, a standout performance tonight. Malik with those picks, and then Panay with the pick 6. Just kind of talk about the performance of your defense tonight.
Stellar. I thought I was impressed. I was really impressed in the third quarter when we hold them, and they're trying to shorten the game, and they're running a lot of clock, and we go after the punt, and we leave our feet and rough the punter. And, that's on me as a coach. And those guys responded, by holding them and, to a missed field goal. And, I was proud of those guys, man, really proud. The turnovers at the key times, Panay's interception that went to the house. I mean, so proud of them. I thought they played great team ball. I thought they tackled better. I thought they fitted it better, and hats off to them. They played an awesome game.
You talked about how the offense didn't really have as much of production, but your special teams unit gave you guys a short field. Could you talk about their play tonight?
Special teams continues to be a strong suit for us. It's emphasized. It's to me, it's the overall team aspect of the game, where it's a one-shot mentality, where you got to hit the field goal, or you got to make this kick, or you got to change the field position, or you got to tackle, you got to block, and really, that's how I believe this team is going to be there one day, because when I watch them on special teams, it's an all-out effort. It's a complete buy-in of offense, defensive guys, special teams guys, and they understand their role, and so, it continues to be consistent. We want it to be consistent. We stress all the fundamental and technique stuff in that part of the game, and I expect it to be better as the season goes on.
You had another debatable targeting call, but what's your interpretation of that?
The targeting call, these guys got tough rules, and they meet on it all off season, and these plays are, as they say, bang bang, right? They happen so fast, right? The rule is interpreted as a defenseless receiver and contact to the upper body, and you really can't argue those points at those times, and I'm not one for arguing with them, as my father's an official, so I'll watch the tape and see if we can talk about the rules and help them to get it better, right? It's the thing that I get from that is, how do you dislodge the ball from the guy when he's trying to make a catch? Sometimes guys go in and they punch it and they break their hands. You know what I mean? And so it's a rule. And I don't know if we're all the way there yet. Even with the targeting and the guy going down really late, and the rule is they're interpreting the rule correct, but I don't. We just got to see if the rule is correct. So.
Hey, Coach. Congrats on your first win as well. I'm just wondering your thought on your quarterback battle going into Week 5 for you guys, and whether Joey or Braden showed you enough to build on in these first 4 games that you lean one way or the other.
Right. Again, without knowing and seeing the tape and the decisions made, and again, right, the quarterback it's a position where you need all the rest of the 10 guys doing what they're supposed to do, and so I got to go look at the tape and see who's making the best decisions. Obviously, Braden just had a short fourth quarter with running the ball and throwing one pass, and and we got to look at Braden's decision making and how we could get better in that department, and if he did a good job, or if there's other areas that we need to get better. So we'll just continue looking at that and see what we're going to do going into New Mexico.
You've stated on numerous occasions, to win. Knowing that you got your first win as a head coach, how does the team continue to strive to win? And as far as your thoughts on New Mexico State?
Yeah, it has to be a get better mentality, right? It has to be, hey, the work's not done, right? I can get better in this phase. I can get better in this area. I need to get better in this technique. And so when they come to work in that mentality, and they'll show me by their body of work every day and what they do, in their 24-hour day, are they getting the extra film? Are they getting the extra workout, the activation, that all the things that we talk about, the extra reps on the field? They're not wasting our days, because their days are limited, and here comes the next opponent. I'll know how my team responds when I see their body of work, and we stress that all day. So we'll see how this week and the preparation goes, but I expect them to be laser focused and be hungry to go get another win.